Hello, everyone, and welcome to Reality TV Revealed. The story we're about to tell you today is perhaps the most shocking we have ever covered. It's a story that begins with a seemingly amicable real estate transaction and ends with allegations of grand theft, a clandestine affair, and a nationwide manhunt. We have spent months investigating, speaking with sources close to the family, reviewing legal documents. A secret of calculated deception, breathtaking betrayal, and a theft that would shatter a family and a legacy. Zach Roloff's house sell for $600,000. Tori Roloff and Zach Roloffs officially divorced. Tori Roloff cunningly stole Zach Roloff's saved $300,000 and secretly fled. And with the money, Tori Roloff goes to his secret boyfriend, Rob Malcolm. Tori Roloff has been secretly in a romantic relationship with Rob Malcolm for the past 1 year. But in the end, the story took a different turn. Karen Chandler arrest. To understand the magnitude of the fall, we must first remember the height from which they fell. Zachary Roloff, the son of Matt and Amy Roloff, grew up on camera. The world watched him navigate the challenges of dwarfism, family drama, and adolescence on the sprawling Roloff farms. Then, in 2010, he met Tori Patton, a bright-eyed educator who saw the man, not the reality star. Their courtship was a central storyline. Fans invested in their love. They cheered at their 2015 wedding, celebrated the births of their 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Joja. They were the stable core in the often chaotic world of Roloff farms. While Matt and Amy divorced, and Zach's twin brother Jeremy pursued a different path, Zach and Tori seemed unbreakable. The public investment in a perfect reality TV couple creates immense pressure. The persona they project becomes a brand. Any crack in that facade isn't just a personal issue, it's a threat to the brand itself. This can lead to situations where problems are suppressed, hidden from the cameras, until they can no longer be contained. The first real crack, visible to the public, was their decision to leave the family farm. After a failed negotiation to buy a portion of the farm from his father Matt, Zach and Tori made the difficult choice to step away. They purchased a beautiful $975,000 home in Battleground, Washington in 2020. It was their fresh start, a sanctuary away from the franchise that defined them. But as we now know, this sanctuary would become the center of a storm. In early 2023, rumors began to swirl. Astute fans noticed subtle changes. Tori's social media posts became less frequent. Photos with Zach were often old throwbacks. When they did appear together at events, body language experts noted a palpable distance. If you look at this red carpet event from May 2023, the proximity is all wrong. They are creating physical space where there normally is none. The lack of incidental touch, a hand on the back, linking arms, is telling. Their smiles are directed at the cameras, not at each other. It's a performance of unity, not the real thing. Then, in September 2023, the official news broke. Their battleground home was listed for sale. The reason given was practical. The property was too large, the upkeep too demanding for their young family. They spoke of downsizing. But our sources indicate the truth was far more complex. The financial strain was real. The mortgage on that place was huge, and with Tori not teaching and the show's future always uncertain, there were arguments. Big ones. But the public story was always we're a team, we're in this together. The house sold quickly in November 2023 for just over $600,000, a significant loss from their purchase price. Publicly, they stated they were moving into a rental property while looking for their forever home. Privately, according to our investigation, the proceeds from that sale were the catalyst for a catastrophe. According to documents we have obtained, a fictional affidavit based on our narrative, the financial plan for the house sale was straightforward. The proceeds would be used to pay off the remaining mortgage, and the surplus, approximately $300,000, would be split. Half would go into a college fund for the 3 children. The other half, $150,000 each, would be Zach and Tori's individual fresh start capital. Zach, perhaps naively, trusted Tori to handle the final disbursement from the escrow account. He was focused on finding a new rental and keeping the kids settled. The money was to be transferred to a joint savings account they had shared for years. The plan was to separate it the following week. But that transfer never happened. On December 1st, 2023, Zach allegedly went to log into their shared banking portal. His password no longer worked. After a frantic call to the bank, he discovered the devastating truth: the entire $300,000 surplus, every last penny that was meant for their future and their children's future, had been wire transferred to a new, private account 2 days prior, an account solely in Tori's name. He rushed to the rental home. It was empty. Tori's side of the closet was bare. The children's suitcases and favorite toys were gone. There was no note. His calls went straight to voicemail. She and the 3 children had vanished into thin air. Zach, according to our sources, was utterly destroyed. He first believed they had been kidnapped. He called the police. But as the investigation began, a darker picture emerged. The Clark County Sheriff's Department, upon opening a missing persons and potential financial crime case, began tracing the money. The $300,000 had been moved again from Tori's new account to another bank, this one in Portland, Oregon. But the real breakthrough came from a digital forensics team. They scored Tori's iPad, which she had left behind. Perhaps intentionally, perhaps accidentally. It was wiped clean, but deep in its cache, they found remnants of deleted messages. Messages from an encrypted messaging app. The data recovery was partial, but it was enough. There were months of communications with an individual identified only as Urim. The content was intimate. They discussed meeting in Portland while Zach believed Tori was at teacher conferences. They spoke of a future together. And most damningly, they discussed the exit strategy and the financial key just weeks before the house sale closed. Urim was quickly identified: Tim Malcolm, a little-known fitness instructor and freelance photographer from Portland. He had no criminal record. He had no public connection to the Roloffs. Our investigation discovered that Tori and Tim Malcolm's paths had crossed a year and a half earlier at a charity fitness event in Portland that Tori had attended with a friend. They had stayed in contact. What began as a friendly connection allegedly spiraled into a full-blown romantic affair. It's the thing you never want to believe. She'd take these girls' trips to Portland. She said she needed space from the cameras. Zach supported it. He wanted her to be happy. He was at home with the kids, and she was with him. It's a cliche because it's true. The exit strategy they discussed was now in motion. The financial key was the $300,000. Police now believed Tori Roloff was not a victim, but a perpetrator. She had allegedly orchestrated the theft of marital assets and fled with the children to be with her secret boyfriend. An Amber Alert was considered but not issued, as Tori was the children's mother, and there was no evidence of immediate danger. Instead, a warrant was issued for her arrest on charges of felony theft. The hunt was on. For 10 agonizing days, there was no sign of them. Zach made a desperate public plea. Zach says, "Tori, please, just let me know the kids are okay. We can figure everything else out. Just please, bring my children home." It was a tip from a resident in a high-end apartment complex in the Pearl District of Portland that broke the case. The resident recognized Tori from television, getting out of a Uber with her children. They called the police. On December 12, 2023, a SWAT team surrounded the apartment, registered to a Timothy Malcolm. They executed the arrest warrant. What they found inside was shocking. Tori and the 3 children were there. So was Tim Malcolm. But they weren't packing for a life on the run. They were unpacking. New furniture, new toys, new designer clothes. Receipts found in the trash show a spending spree of nearly $50,000 in just over a week, all funded by the stolen money. Tori was arrested without incident, the children confused but physically unharmed, were taken into protective custody and reunited with a tearful Zach hours later. Tim Malcolm was also arrested and later charged with being an accomplice to felony theft and conspiracy. The fallout was immediate and brutal. Tori Roloff, America's sweetheart, was now a villain. Her Instagram was flooded with angry comments. The media circus descended. She was processed, fingerprinted, and placed in a county jail. Her bail set at $250,000 due to being a flight risk. Zach filed for divorce immediately, citing irreconcilable differences and marital misconduct. He also filed for full custody of the children. In the following months, a painful legal battle ensued. Tori, through her lawyer, initially claimed the money was rightfully hers, alleging years of emotional neglect and control. But the evidence was overwhelming. Facing a potential prison sentence of up to 5 years, she accepted a plea deal. The deal was harsh. Plead guilty to felony grand theft. Serve 18 months in state prison, followed by 3 years of probation. She must also complete a rehabilitative program and, was critically, pay restitution to Zach for the full $150,000 that was his share, plus $50,000 for his legal fees. The charges against Malcolm were dropped in exchange for his testimony and his agreement to repay the $50,000 spent from the joint marital asset. The divorce was finalized last month. Zach Roloff was granted full physical and legal custody of Jackson, Leila, and Josiah. Tori was granted supervised visitation to be reassessed after her release from prison. The once inseparable family is now irrevocably broken. The children are in therapy. Zach is trying to pick up the pieces, a single father navigating a world forever changed by betrayal. The story of Zach and Tori Roloff is a fictional tragedy of Shakespearean proportions. It's a stark reminder that the curated reality we see on our screens is just a fraction of the whole truth. It's a cautionary tale about trust, greed, and the devastating collateral damage of a double life. While this narrative is fabricated, the emotions it evokes are real. The shock of betrayal, the agony of a broken family, and the long, difficult road to healing. For Zach and the children, in our story, that road is just beginning. What do you think? Could there ever be secrets this dark behind the smile of a reality TV star? Let us know in the comments below. More update. After stepping away from Little People, Big World, Tori Roloff has officially started a new job, marking a fresh chapter in her life beyond the show. At the same time, she surprised fans by giving a huge update on the ongoing Roloff family feud, shedding light on where relationships currently stand. Meanwhile, Zach Roloff has been busy carving out his own path, accomplishing big things independently without Tori by his side. Adding to the drama, Tori recently found herself in the spotlight again after defying Zach in the latest controversy, leaving fans buzzing about the couple's future and the shifting dynamics within the Roloff family. I will explain everything. LPBW, Tori Roloff starts new job after leaving show. After leaving the popular TLC reality show Little People, Big World, star Tori Roloff began a new career. They are responsible for providing for their 3 children, who were born to her and Zach Roloff. So where has the LPBW alum been lately? To learn more about her new professional direction, continue reading. Those who follow the show know that Tori Roloff is the wife of Zach Roloff and the mother of his 3 kids. In addition to being the proud parents of Jackson, Leila, and Josiah, they also run a popular podcast for LPBW listeners. Tori and Zach reveal all in their candid responses to intimate questions. Tori worked as a kindergarten teacher and a farmhand on the set of the popular TLC reality show. She decided to put her career on hold in 2017 so she could focus entirely on her children. After finishing Little People, Big World with Zach, she embarked on a new career path. The preschool instructor is now 34 years old and works at a Christian school. It is not a long way to go because she lives only down the street from her house. The school introduced Tori to the community and welcomed her on board in a social media post. Along with Tori's likes, they also shared a professional photo of her. Plus, it was entertaining because Tori revealed her interests and hobbies outside of work. Being a teacher will get her a cheaper tuition fee, but it's not obvious if this is her children's school. The LPBW star's return to the teaching profession is hardly surprising given her lifelong love of the field. The parents must find it amusing, though, to have a reality star instructing their children. Upon seeing this announcement, the followers were overjoyed. Additionally, others were celebrating the excellent news since they had first-hand experience with her teaching. Both her professional abilities and her ability to return to her origins were praised by them. Tori Roloff's next adventure was much anticipated by Little People, Big World fans. Yay! They were very supportive and encouraging since they understood she was doing what she was meant to do, her job. Tori was fantastic as my son's kindergarten teacher. Tori would be an amazing preschool teacher for me. I want to congratulate Tori on her new position. Lovely, too, was the widespread belief that she would adore her new school and the community it offered. The ex-LPBW star has taken flight, and this appears to be her landing pad. Tori Roloff gives huge update on Family Feud. Famous Little People Big World star Tori Roloff recently offered a massive family update, clarifying the current situation in the midst of the Roloff family fight. What then was Tori's take on this most recent significant update? Fans of Little People, Big World will recall that TLC spent multiple seasons capitalizing on the Roloff family dispute, which began with the bungled sale of a section of Roloff farms to Zach Roloff and Jeremy Roloff. Many viewers believed that Zach and Tori Roloff relocated their family to Battleground, Washington, in order to avoid dealing with Matt Roloff following the deal's failure, whereas Jeremy Roloff and his family have remained on Roloff farms since the events transpired. Since the Little People, Big World story broke, fans have had much to discuss and speculate about. Among the many topics discussed is the possibility that Zach and Tori are trying to punish Matt for the farm deal by keeping their children away from him. Little People Big World's last season served as the show's finale, and Zach Roloff's visible bitterness and hurt persisted throughout. While family feuds like these are entertaining to watch on TV, they do little good for healing past hurts and bringing people closer together. In light of all the recent events involving various branches of the Roloff family tree, Tori Roloff surprised her internet followers with an update. As it turns out, Tori got into the holiday mood by sharing photographs with Isabel and Audrey Roloff. Not only does Matt and Zach have a major dispute, but Tori Roloff has also had disagreements with Audrey, so it's clear that this family is fraught with discord. These most recent reports, however, show that the Roloff women were beaming, which may imply that the animosity between them isn't as strong as previously thought. Despite the possibility that they are all just trying to appear nice for the holidays, the fact remains that the Roloff children were able to spend quality time together, which is crucial. While tensions may remain, the current meeting may have taken a significant step toward mending fences. Zach Roloff doing big things without Tori. Famous actor Zach Roloff, who is known for his role in Little People, Big World, recently broke away from his wife, Tori Roloff, and did his own thing. What exactly did he do this time that required no one else's help? Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff are very different people, despite being married for a long time. One of these key distinctions becomes apparent when you compare their methods of operation and the approaches they use to solving issues. To give a more personal touch, Tori Roloff is meticulous and pays close attention to the slightest details, just like their children. In contrast to Tori, Zach Roloff is constantly looking for the easiest, most expedited way to accomplish things. This works, but it leaves him lacking in refinement. According to Zach Roloff's most recent posts, he recently decided to do his own thing. He recorded a social media reel in which he voiced over the words, "I love your daughter." What are you able to provide? I am unsure. This is the only one. After that, Zach sent a brief collage documenting their many trips together, including some with Tori Roloff's children. According to Zach Roloff's commentary for this video production, he accomplished it without the guidance of Tori. Stay out of it. However, I believe I got the timing right. Tori Roloff is usually the one who films and shares reels, along with any other family updates, online, as longtime Little People, Big World viewers know. For many fans, seeing Zach participate was a refreshing change of pace. Several Little People, Big World followers went to the comment area of Zach's latest update to express their admiration for the clip he put together, while many others went on to say much more. An admirer of one Little People, Big World exclaimed, "You did an excellent job." Another commenter said, "This is so incredible. Very well done, Zach. Sweet," was also inserted by a third party. "Your TV appearances are greatly missed." Many of Zach and Tori's internet posts are strongly disagreed upon by Little People, Big World supporters. In this instance, though, Zach really nailed it, and his fans were more than happy to tell him so. Tori Roloff defies Zach in latest controversy. Star of Little People, Big World, Tori Roloff's most recent dramatic change was a public display of her disobedience to her husband, Zach Roloff. What, then, did she do recently that caused such a ruckus at home? Zach and Tori Roloff's distinct approaches are well known to viewers of Little People, Big World. Things take a dramatic turn whenever Tori leaves Zach alone with the kids, be it for a girl's getaway or some other reason. As an example of her meticulous attention to detail, Tori Roloff often puts handwritten messages in her children's lunchboxes. In contrast, Zach prioritizes effectiveness and finding the easiest, most expedited ways to do tasks. According to Tori Roloff's most recent social media posts, she broke away and did her own thing. Specifically, she decorated her home extensively for Christmas well in advance of the actual holiday. Even while not everyone puts up their Christmas decorations early, Tori Roloff took the executive choice to do so, and then showed her numerous fans the results on social media. In a little video, Tori Roloff showed off her home decked out for the holidays. Additionally, she included the following: "Guys, we need to let our ladies know it's okay to decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving." On top of that, Tori added, "But seriously, something has gotten into me early this year, and I usually am not a girly until the day following Thanksgiving." Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff usually gets a lot of hate mail whenever she posts something online. This is one of the rare Tori online posts that has received more favorable than negative replies, though, because Tori decided to get into the holiday mood earlier than usual this year. I commented on "You do you, girl." From one Little People, Big World, no surprises about which side I'll be on. I do my best to make the Christmas season last as long as possible, particularly for my children, because it always seems to fly by. We need to make the most of our early Thanksgiving decorations because Thanksgiving is so late this year, another commenter remarked. As for the third party, they expressed their belief that many people share that sentiment. It gets us in the holiday spirit since the retailers start advertising it early. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.